The universe has known it all along. Written in the stars, you, me, forever, yeah.
Hey you guys, so it is Friday and major calls have been completed. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go in the garage and do something. I have not worked out all year and my energy level is okay. I don't feel like groggy tired. You guys know that we're in the middle of a fast, but I just wanted to do something. So I'm gonna keep it simple. I'm gonna try to do 1 or 2 sets of 10 push-ups, 10 squats, and 10 pull-ups. Like, hopefully I can do that with no problem. All right, 10 pull-ups, 10 push-ups, 10 squats. Let's knock this out. You guys, all it was 10 push-ups, 10 squats, and 10 pull-ups. You clearly saw I struggled on the pull-ups. I'm running on E, and all I got to look forward to is my vitamin and water. So that is my workout for the entire day. I do feel like a little pump though from it, like even just that little bit, you know, like what? But well, it's gonna be interesting after this is over, getting back into the swing of things. So talk to you later. I know that was like super basic, but it's all I can give you today. Peace. Hey you guys, happy Saturday. It's your boy E. It's a couple hours after noon, and I had a little energy, so I am here at the Wasteland. If you didn't know what the Wasteland is, we've been here before, did a video a long time ago, but this is the Wasteland. This old dilapidated track. It looks like they did try to at least cut the middle ground, but from what this track used to be to what it is now is like, let me go this way. Sorry guys, there's a train in the background. We'll wait. I added another wind furry thing to the camera, you know, to protect it from the wind sound, but it's blocking the monitor now, so I might have to definitely have to cut it down. But anyway, so yeah, I got a little energy on this fine Saturday, so I figured I'd go to the Wasteland and get in like maybe a couple laps, and depending on how I feel after that, and it is pretty chilly, you guys. I knew I had to have on at least a sweatshirt, which I have on, but I got on tights and shorts for my legs. But yeah, 2 laps, hopefully, very, very slow, and then whatever energy I got left, I'll try to put it in a sprint. I don't sprint on this part because you see it's definitely water damage. Water gets underneath the rubber, and over time it bubbles, and if it's not maintained, this is what you get. But over here it's still pretty smooth, so I do my sprints on this part. So here I am, and here we go. Y'all, that's it. That's all I got. Didn't do 2 laps, did 1 and a clip. Oh, and this little sprint you saw me do was all that I could muster, but probably 10% of what I would be able to do if I was, you know, I'm not even holding this camera straight. I'm sorry. You heard what I said. Only about a lap and a half. And the sprint was about 30% of what I know I can do. I was just happy to stride it through and feel like I had decent form, but it's been a while. My chest is on fire, and I'm not even gonna blame it on the food. You guys know I took a break from running. Probably a good 3 weeks. 3 weeks maybe. It's been more than a month. Let me just say that, since my last good run. So that's the thing about running. Once you stop, you're back at square one, and every run feels like that first run. It was only a lap when I know I could have done a mile before I went on this little hiatus. In semi-related news, first time wearing the new Beats that wifey gave me for Christmas. They're terrific, easy to pair. She bought me a blue pair before that just conked out on me, but I've had them for years. But let me catch my breath. I'm gonna head to the shop because she wants me to do the sandwich board for the paint and sip, or the plant and paint, whatever we call it. And then I'm gonna come on home and take a shower. This might be it for the workout vlog. If you want more, you know where to find us. Find us on the vlog channel, Shayna J and Eric. And if you guys want us to discuss anything in depth, we'll put it on Eric and Shayna Extra in podcast form. So plenty of places to find us. I know you're tired of me breathing like this, so whew, my water, dang it. I'll talk to y'all later. Bye.
Hey guys, it is Saturday the 21st, and it's day 1. Day 1 of what? Day 1 of me trying to do a 3-day water fast. If you've been following the vlogs and also our Tuesday vlogs, which is today, you guys know that we are doing a 21-day fast with our church. One of my prayers during this fast, there are many, you know, definitely keeping those private with the Lord. One of them is getting control over my flesh and taking control of my body and being able to tell my body no and giving it better things. Building my faith in that I can't do this alone, you know what I mean? Hubby is doing water only, and I have been doing juices and fruits, more recently whole fruits or solid fruits, and more recently peanuts, almonds specifically. No, not salted, not roasted, just almonds, and it's really more for the chewing. The past couple of nights, the Lord and I have been having some really, oh my goodness, I'm very washed out, you guys. I'm so sorry. Hold on. Okay. The Lord and I have been having prayers, conversations, prayers in the middle of the night. And we are 2 weeks in, so we've done 14 days. We're going 21. And I feel stronger, like it's gotten easier for me to not want things, but it's still there. I'm not even gonna lie. But last night we watched a National Geographic, is it a film? I don't know, but it was something on fasting, and it was done by Chris Hemsworth. He is basically Thor in all the Marvel movies, and he's played in other things too. But anyway, he has this series where he's kind of going through different things like fasting and muscles and memory, I think. There's some other things. And so he was fasting for 4 days with this doctor, and you know, he was struggling. He was cooking for his kids. He still had to cook for his kids, had to cook dinner, breakfast for his kids, dinner for his kids. and stuff like that. And you would think that somebody who is, you know, able to do all the things, like he really isolated himself home and did it. And they just kind of showed us a little bit of, you know, the mental fortitude and struggles that he had to go through to get through the 4 days. When he did it, you know, at the end, the doctor was like, you know, anytime I am resuming food, I always think to myself, could I have gone one more day? And I remember thinking, my husband is doing it. You know, if you guys don't know, my husband has done a water fast before, and he did 40 days. Like, when he puts his mind to something, he's great. I chose the juicing, but I want to see what, if I put my mind to something, how I perform. I'm not going to beat myself up if I don't make it the amount of time that I'm going to do, and I'm going to tell you guys in a second. I did not mention this to him, so this is not being included in a vlog, but he'll see it. He'll actually see it on Tuesday. But I wanted to just kind of do it and see, since, because I've already gone through like the hard part. I feel like I've already had the headaches. I'm already in a fast. So taking it up a notch for 3 days, which is how long I'm going to do it, I just want to see. Last night I had some pineapple last night at about 6:30. So we're going to go from last night to tonight, 1 day, you know, we're gonna go 42 hours. This will be over at about, I would say, 7 o'clock on Monday night. So I think you guys can see my water bottle back here. I have my trusty glass water container, but it's a half a gallon. And when I'm at the shop, if I drink all, I don't have a way to refill it, because I'm not gonna drink water out of the sink. So I'm gonna stop to the Good Foods, I think is what it's called. You guys, if you're not new here, you know, but you'll see in a second. And I'm gonna fill it up, and it's alkaline water. I'll have it at the shop to refill my glass jar. And then we're gonna, you know, go ahead and get through day 1. It is Saturday. And then tomorrow we go to church, and I'm looking at this, you know, obviously the spiritual aspect is in this, but I'm looking at this to like break up the time. Is go ahead and get through Saturday, girl. Go ahead and get through Saturday. It's midday. You could do this. Tomorrow is Sunday. You're gonna go to church. You're gonna get filled. You're gonna be rejuvenated. You're gonna be refreshed. You're gonna be re-energized, and you're gonna get through the rest of the Sunday. Monday is really gonna be the last day. You just need to make it to 7 o'clock. Just need to make it to 7 o'clock, and then I can have a juice, possibly. If you are following the vlogs, you already know that I did do a day fast of 12. It was actually 40 hours last week, but you know, it was by accident. It was by accident, but I made it. So we're just gonna tack on 2 more days. So I gotta know that I have the mental strength and the faith to do this. Here's to day 1. I'll keep you guys posted throughout the day. Here's my glass jar. I'm a little washed out. It is full. If you can see there, see the water there, it's full. All right, so prayers up. We'll check in later. So it is the middle of the day. It's about 1, and I'm just doing a quick check-in. So we're at 3 o'clock. Hopefully you guys can see that right there. I said I needed to be like 2 hours potentially ahead of whatever the time here is on here. So if I'm trying to do a gallon a day, that'll get me through 3 days. Really by that time, let's see. Actually, I'm gonna have to take, oh, you know, I just just realized something, y'all. I got this water and said I was gonna leave this water here as if I was going to be here for the next 2 days, but this is the last day of the week for me at shop. So I need to figure out, instead of bringing that in, because y'all saw me struggling, instead of bringing that in here, I need to just pour it, keep it in the truck and pour it from out of the car. So, ooh, that's gonna be, it's like the first few fills, it's a little heavy. I mean, it's heavy. Yeah, dang, I need to take that home actually. That's why I picked up the one that's labeled home. I have one that's labeled home and one that's labeled shop. It just didn't connect, y'all forgive me. The goal is to have this done by 4. We're gonna see, but I just wanted to check in and show you guys where I am. Like every time I look at it, I'm just drinking it. I'm just like drinking as much as I can, and that's the strategy right now. Anyway, so I'll check in with y'all a little bit later. Hi guys, so checking in. It is 2:50. Hope y'all can see that. And guess what? She done. She is done. She is done. She is done. It's like remnants, but I don't think the straw can't get to it, but she's done. So I'm gonna go out here and refill it and get started with the other half a gallon. As far as how I feel, as far as hunger, I have really just told myself, get this done and do it. That's it. I have peanuts in the back. I know that. I don't have one of my juices here, but like, I'm like, no, and no. So that's where I am right now at 3 o'clock. We'll see how we do later tonight. I will check in tonight, just give you a brief update of completion of the water, and then we'll move in tomorrow. Good morning. It is Sunday, and this is all your girl got done last night. She went to bed. She went to sleep. So I'm gonna refill this today, just start all over again. I'm not gonna try and gulp this and then do another 2. That's just, we almost got it done. We're on the way to church, but I wanted to do a quick check-in before I get the day started. I'll keep y'all posted throughout the day where I am. Hope you're having a good Sunday, or a good day, whatever day you're watching this. Bye. Hey you guys, so I am sitting down to just kind of give you a very quick rundown of how I've been feeling now that we are in the final week of the fast. So I just got to the point where I have been drinking a gallon of water. This is only day 2, but I'm about to fill up on that. But I will say that, like, so week 1 was a struggle. Week 1 was a struggle. There was a lot of battling and rationalizing and understanding going on in my mind regarding the purpose of fasting, and not for like all the things that, you know, I've been talking to the Lord to help me with. If you guys hear any chewing in the background, Shadow literally just decided to come over and start eating when I turn on the camera. But anyway, as it relates to food, which is what we, you know, food and health and self-control in that area on this channel, that's what we share here, or one of the areas we share here. And you know, it got to a point where I was telling hubby, like, I really was feeling tortured, because I felt like, I know obviously I'm at this size because of the lack of self-control, right? But when you're fasting, or when I was fasting, I felt like I could control what I wanted to eat, but just at the mere thought of restricting myself and stopping myself from eating just didn't make sense to me. And I don't want to go too deep in it, because it was a lot of back and forth with my husband, like just trying to rationalize it, and he would kind of chuckle and say, this is exactly why we fast, right? So that pretty much was the struggle with week 1. Full confession, also day 1 of the fast, I ended up telling hubby, I think around, what was it, babe, day 5, day 6, but we had pizza on that Saturday, and that Sunday, in the process of cleaning the kitchen, there were some crusts that hubby had left over that I basically ate. It was like nibbles of it or what have you, but it was a lack of self-control. I think it was just a lack of self-control. There's no other way that I can explain that. So
Fear of what was to come.
yeah, fear of what was to come. I don't know. It was there. I like pizza crust anyway. I don't know how he left that, but he did. He was eating like a calzone too, which I have no desire for, but it was there. And so I had that like shortly after we had come back from church. But you know, I'm just telling y'all, like, it was just thinking about like that 21 days and just, you know, but then as time progressed, I just started to learn how to not look at it as 21 days, as just day by day. Like each day I woke up, I was more proud of myself of getting through the day before. Reading our daily devotions that they send to us really helped. Having the scriptures that I've mentioned before in our vlogs that hubby created helped once I learned how to use them. And just lots of conversations with God, like lots of understanding and lots of realizing that, girl, you are weak. Like, stop trying to rationalize it in your mind, really, you know, other than it being plain and simple. Like, this is your flesh telling you to do something that you don't need to do. Like, be satisfied off of the word of God. Like, be full, get full off of that. And so this, I feel like, just being in this fast has set me up, I feel like, for the success to come this year with weight loss, and just knowing that I can go a period of time or periods of time or make smarter choices with my food and not be tempted with all of the outside noise basically all the time. And if I set, you know, specific goals or milestones or what have you to eat things that I may, you know, desire more, that I will be fine even without them. And then basically moving into week 2, I think last week was better for me. What do you think? But I think last week was better. Now I did start to incorporate whole fruits and nuts, almonds last week, but I did not eat them every single day. I'm out of my pineapple, so I haven't even eaten that in the last few days. And I started to learn how to have nuts around me at the shop, as you know, and not eat them. Now I did have some at the house that I asked hubby to hide. So I don't know where those are, but I do feel like I got stronger and it got easier. Now that doesn't mean I have not thought about some food. You know, I'm guilty, you guys. I like me some fried chicken wings and crispy fries from American Deli. So I have thought about that a few times in the evening, but for the most part, it's been an easier week, a better week. I've had more conversations with God this week, in the middle, late night conversations with him. I mean, like prayers and all that. So I think last week was good. So now we're in week 3 and we just were refilled and recharged and re-energized at church today. I mean, the word really spoke to us today, you know, and just helping me to like refocus and get through this week, because fasting was like, a lot of times when you get to close to the finish line, sometimes people start to trickle off and fall off or what have you, or you know what I'm saying. But it's like, I feel like this is the time now to really just kind of double down and hone in on finishing strong. We have been planning like how we're gonna come off of this. So this week in the main vlogs, you guys will see me like prepare for what we're gonna come off for the first week, how we're gonna do that and going forward. And we've just planned for some events that are coming up, very exciting. But other than that, I think that this has been good. I'm very excited to have participated on this 21-day fast. The first 21-day fast since in a few years, because they have been doing like 7 days for a while now. So God did it. He knows how to show out, you know. But if you guys have gone through something like this or are going through a fast as well, we encourage you, you know, to keep going and you know, just stay in his word and help him for guidance, as we have done the same and will continue to do. So we are going to move into this week with faith, faith and fortitude. One last thing in regards to exercising. I have done 0 exercising other than the first week. The first week I did do Grow with Joe, the gospel edition. Loved that. That was on last week's vlog, but I'll go ahead and insert basically some footage from there for you to kind of see that I think I had more energy the first week, even though I was going through it more. And I don't know if I can explain it right, but I feel strong. I feel full in the word, but I don't have the energy necessary to work out. I feel like I got a message from the Lord one morning. It was like, don't even stress about it. Like, let me handle this. Let me take the wheel. Let me do the heavy lifting. You're good. Focus on being strong each day and not on exercising, because this is not about weight loss. This is about, at least for me, one of the things is self-control and telling my mind that it has power over my body. I will resume next week, and that will be either with E2M, Grow with Joe again, and Orange Theory, and also hubby wants to heavy lift me, so we're gonna do that because that helps with like just building my muscles and strength training after we get some strength back. But yeah, that's the update in regards to working out. So that's it, you guys. I just wanted to give a quick update. Hopefully that was quick, so you guys can know just where we are and how we're moving into week 3 and beyond. Hey y'all, so let me turn this light on real quick. Ooh, I'm doing a quick check-in. This is where we are with the water. Today we are at 2 p.m. Hold on. Y'all see that? 2 p.m. I think y'all can see that. And we haven't made a big dent. I don't know how organized this vlog is gonna be because hubby had wanted me to talk about the documentary that we had just watched. Hold on, y'all. Let me pause this YouTube. I'm watching Cine Unscripted. Is it Cine Unscripted or Unscripted Cine? I think it's Cine Unscripted. She just dropped her vlog. But anyway, I was really about to tell him that I'm doing the water fast, but I didn't want to. But I was like trying to figure out how not to tell him I was doing it and get out of me mentioning the documentary, because I really just am trying to get through this. Like, I'm just trying to do this on my own. We do everything together, and it's not me trying to keep a secret, but this is just me trying to really do it with God, you know what I mean? And just me and him, just these 3 days. So I got him to let it go. And I know he really wanted me to say it because the Tuesday vlog is supposed to be a short vlog, but we wanted to have value. I have taken a nap. We have been just like watching The Chosen and catching up on shows that we haven't, like that we've just missed. And so I think just me not being up and about, like my awareness to drink the water, it has just been low. So I'm gonna definitely try to get in, at least I am gonna get in half a gallon today. I just wanted to show you guys where I am. So it is 4:30. In 2 hours I would have made it 2 days of water fasting, and I'm excited about that. So tomorrow at 6:30 I can have a juice, and I'm gonna try to maybe go to Wednesday. Wait, tomorrow's Monday, to Tuesday, but we'll see. At the bare minimum, 6:30. I'll see y'all tomorrow.
Bonjour. Thanks for
guys, so quick check-in. It is day 3, or we're almost at 72 hours of me water fasting. It is right at 2 o'clock, if you guys could see that. And today's January 23rd, so I need to get this in really quickly so I can start editing. Hopefully this video is going to make sense, since I had to insert my 3-day water fast. I did it, you guys, almost. So right now I am at right past 3 p.m. okay, it will be done by 6:30. So what I will do is come on really quickly and get a clip of telling hubby that I have water fasted for 72 hours. So I just wanted to water fast for these 3 days to see if I could do it. Obviously I wanted to have the benefits of autophagy and just discipline and all of that, but I wanted to do it in silence also, because I wanted to do it without my noise. And what I mean by that is, like, I'm a whiner to my husband. I have said this many times before on the vlogs. I whine. He is my safe place. He is my comfort. You know what I mean? And so I feel like when I'm like all snuggled up to him, and while I know he can't fix everything, I feel like that kind of helps me get through, because he just says what I need him to say, or he'll just kind of hold me and get me through it and let me just whine, and kind of we'll talk through it. Sometimes it works where I don't, give up, and sometimes, I'll get hangry or something like that, and this is in the past when we've tried to, like, do a little bit of dieting, not fasting, but like intermittent fasting, and we're trying to get rid of eating desserts all the time, or do better with that. So, but I wanted to do it without having that option. Like, I really wanted to just whine to myself, talk myself down off of the ledge, and I did it. It was not easy. It was not easy, but he didn't ask me anything about, like, I don't think he noticed if I was drinking any of my juices or anything. So it went smoothly. Now, really quickly, I just watched 2 YouTube videos from the doctors I tell you we watch. Let me go to my history, and I'll put the 2 specific videos that change how much water I was going to drink. So one thing is 7 critical things to know about fasting, and this was the video by Dr. Eric Berg, and the other video is top 10 best foods to break a fast. Okay, so I wanted to try this 72-hour fast to see if I could do it, but the doctors, and they're not just YouTube doctors, they're actual doctors, gave me some different information. So in regards to drinking a gallon of water a day, that is totally unnecessary. And based on the videos that I've watched, it's basically some arbitrary amount of water that someone, some point back in the day, told people to drink to really give you optimum benefits. Now, while I'm not saying don't do that or it doesn't work for you, I'm not saying that, but basically, for the most part, doctors recommend that you drink at least 2.5 liters of water a day. That is somewhere between 8 and 10 cups of water a day. Now, if you want to just kind of maximize, then a half a gallon will work. Okay, a half a gallon will work. 63 ounces. Did I do that right? I think it's 63. Is just fine enough. So lovely, because that's how much this is. This is 63 ounces. So on Friday, I did get my gallon in. I completed that. You guys saw that yesterday. I came on last night and told you I did not get 2 gallons in, but I did get the 63 because we had a family emergency, and so I was not able to finish it. And then today I will get a half a gallon in, so I'm happy about that. The other video is more so gauged to how to come off a fast, and basically what he said is that any fast longer than 3 days, you want to come off with the lowest of carbs possible. No nuts, no meats, none of that. So I was like, okay, my plan was to come off with the juices, like one of the green juices. So based on like what they were saying is you want to come off with like a salad, so like lettuce, and maybe you could put some onions in there, no cheese, obviously no meat or anything like that. So I'm like, oh my god, okay, how am I going to do this? And I almost had a brief moment this morning where I was like, I'll wait until tomorrow to come off of the fast and just get a complete day in, even though I've done 3 days, I've done 72 hours, but like into the next day. But I don't think I want to do that. So what I did was I looked at the nutritional values of the bag to just see. So we have tart greens, we have sweet greens, and then we have cool greens. Okay, hopefully you guys can see that. Now the nutritional value on the back is that tart is 100 calories, cool is 200 calories, and sweet is 130 calories. And I basically was just looking at like which one has the highest carbs. So the highest carbs is cool greens, which includes pineapple, cucumbers, and aloe vera. And then the next highest was sweet greens, which is apple, kale, spinach, collards, and lemon. And then the next one is 28 grams of carbs, and that is the apple, spinach, cucumber, celery, and lemon. And just so you know, apple is one of the top fruits that doctors actually recommend because it's lower in carbs. Like every fruit is not the best fruit. Like bananas, wow, that's a fruit that is very high in sugar, and they usually only recommend that you eat half a banana. If you have to have a banana, eat half a day. Okay, not every day, but whenever you eat it. Dietary fibers is 2 grams right across the board for all of them. And then when you look at the sugars, the cool greens has 35 grams of sugar, which is, so I immediately put that one down. Okay, and then we had sweet greens, which has 22 grams of sugar. And then we have tart greens, which has 15 grams of sugar. So also, if you know anything, when you're reading labels, the fiber, you can take the amount of fiber that's in the whatever you're going to eat and then subtract that from the carbs, and that brings the carbs down as far as net. So it's not that much fiber, but 2 would reduce the carb of 28 to 26. So I was like, okay, well, you know what, the tart seems like the best option. Okay, and this is the one with the apple, spinach, cucumber, celery, and lemon. And we all know the benefits of celery and lemon, okay, and cucumbers, to be honest with you. And spinach is my favorite because I don't really like kale. So I was like, okay, well, you know what, I'll drink this one tonight. But even in that video, he was saying like you want to do things gradually, like in increments of some hours. So then I went to Google and I said, which fruits are best to come off of a fast? So they gave me like watermelon, hold on, let me see, berries, melons, and grapefruit. Okay, so I had already asked hubby to give me cucumbers because that's good, that's water. And so in looking at that, I was like, you know what, also bring me lemons, because if he's saying in hour increments, what I'm gonna do is hold off on drinking this tonight. I'm gonna break it at 6:30 or 7 and eat like a few slices of cucumbers, and then maybe later on tonight, when I usually would get my sweet tooth, I'll eat some cubes of watermelon, because I just asked him to get me like one of the pre-cut, you know, ones that you would get in the back of the grocery store. So that's how I'm gonna come off. And then in the morning at some point, I'll go ahead and I'll drink this, and I should be back on track. So I just wanted to come in really quickly and give you this summation to close out these 3 days, 72 hours of my water fast. I'm so proud of myself. I cannot go any longer. So kudos to you, baby, for doing 21 days of this water fast. I'm so proud of you. I really am. You are my rock and my support and my motivation for getting through this, as well as with the juicing. So it's nothing but up from here with our weight loss goals and our health goals. And yeah, you guys, thank you guys for watching. So I will show you guys when I'm done and his reaction, and we'll see y'all in next week's vlog. Hey guys, so guess what? She is done. It is all gone, and it is 6 o'clock. Oh, 6 o'clock. I actually got done at like 5:40, to be honest. I was editing, so I wanted to finish doing that. So I'm just coming in right now to let you guys know, change in strategy. I am going to, so anytime we edit a vlog, whether it's me or hubby, we always let the other person look at it before we render, just to see if there's anything that could be shortened or if there's anything that we missed. just kind of like a checks and balances. So instead of me getting his reaction to me telling him that I water fasted for 3 days, I'm gonna let him look at the rewatch, and then we'll see his reaction to the video, and then we'll add this right after this. So I don't know how, you know, I think he's gonna be fine, but it's just gonna be cool to see his reaction. So
downstairs, man. I'm still downstairs, and why the video ain't posted yet?
the video won't post until tomorrow. But today Monday.
Why you didn't call me to do a quality check?
You watch it and then I'll let the dog go. That's us, man. Come on, shut. Day one. Day one of what? Day one of me trying to do a 3-day water fast. Last night we watched a National Geographic, and it was done by Chris Helmsworth.
I'm not gonna put limitless on the as a text box so people know what you're talking about.
Babe, first of all, why you don't have no reaction to that?
Like he really isolated himself home and did it.
The fact that you put it in?
Showed us a little bit of, you know,
The fact that I stand it and you wanted me to say it the other day, this is like 3 days ago.
When he did it.
Oh yeah, I was wondering when you did it. I was like,
You was wondering when I did what?
this right here.
Think to myself, could I have gone one more day?
Yeah, I was wondering. I was just confused. My pause it. I can't talk while that's going. Come listen. My reaction couldn't be surprised because I was like, when did she have time to film it? So I was confused. It's me being slow. But yeah, that's pleasant addition.
Y'all, it was a fail. Hold up. Can y'all see me?
Really?
It was a fail, you guys. Did y'all see him? He didn't respond, react, or anything to my 3 days of secrecy
About a video clip?
about me doing a 3-day water fast.
Oh, that part. Oh. I'm sorry, man. I don't really, like, I'm watching, like, you just gotta give me grace, okay?
This whole time, I'm like, stand on the kitchen like, where he gonna react?
When you put in the thing about Hemsworth, is like, when did she do this? Like, that was my internal reaction. So I couldn't be surprised because I was like, when did you do this? Because it's not apparent to me.
Okay.
So I couldn't be like, oh, you know, I couldn't, like, you know.
You couldn't? It's just hard to surprise my husband. That's really what it is. But okay, you guys, this is the end of the video. We'll see y'all in the vlog.
You was trying to punk me, man.
No, I was just... Say bye, babe.